Kiss Production presents Kinky Infusions with Kiss from Jay and a Luna Dream.
Hey, you guys. Thank you so much for being here in Kinky Infusions. Kinky Infusions is exploring the deep conversation of sex, the naughty, the wet, and the wild, and all in between. Expect to get uncomfortable because that's exactly where we want you to be. And I am here with my beautiful co-host, Lunar Dream. Hey, girly, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How about you, Jay?
I'm doing amazing.
Ready to get started?
Yes. We here have our. Do you want to bring him up?
Um, you can go ahead.
Okay, so we are going to have our special guest here with us, and we have the one and only BFF. Hey, love, how you doing?
What's going on? What's ladies? What is going on?
Not
Yeah,
much, chilling.
You guys ready to get
oh,
kinky?
true. Are you ready to get
Definitely.
kinky? Because you
I said,
already know that's how we roll. Okay.
yeah. I'm a guest. I'm ready. Let the king fly.
Okay. Well, one thing that we definitely want to get into, which is a trend here for kinky infusions, which you probably already know, is our would you rather questions. So, my girl Lunar is going to start it off. Hey, everybody in the chat, thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. Sorry for the lateness, but I appreciate y'all patience. Okay.
Okay, let's get started. So, the first question that I have is: would you rather have sex with your biggest celebrity crush or your favorite porn star?
Wow. So I'm gonna have to go porn star. Um, the celebrity crush is cool, but I already know what I'm getting with my favorite porn star. That's why she's my favorite.
I
That was easy.
Do you
feel like that's
mind?
the right
Do you
answer.
mind spilling the tea on who your favorite porn star is?
Oh wow. So I'm 45 years old.
You don't have to,
Like,
but you
listen,
can if you want to.
this is Kinky Infusions, Jay. I told you there's no holding back, no tapping out. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, period.
let's get with it. I like backsides. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my language YouTube appropriate. So I like backsides, and like one of my favorite stars coming up was Cherokee. So I don't know if anybody around my age, they definitely know who Cherokee is. A male, you definitely know who Cherokee is in the porno industry.
I feel like I've heard of her, but I don't think I was really watching like that when I when she was probably popping. You feel me?
Yeah,
For
I'm a fan
sure.
of natural beauty. So I don't need no enhancements. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got no enhancements. You gonna have to deal with what I got. You feel me? And so Cherokee, she was definitely a natural beauty. So she was one of my favorites back in the day. Well, to this day still.
Okay, I feel it. All right. Well, my question for you here is would you rather be able to have a quickie sex or would you only be able to have sex for an hour of foreplay?
Like if that was all I was allowed to do, one or the other. I think we feel. Oh wait, we didn't freeze. So hold on. The question is: would I rather quickie sex all the time or
Or
foreplay?
would you rather do like an hour of foreplay instead of having sex?
Um, I think I would go with the quickie sex. Foreplay is cool, but I want to.
Really?
Yeah, foreplay is cool. I want to finish. Like quickie sex, you finishing. Like quickie sex. I mean, you have a complete sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to finish. I don't want to just start off, get all hot and bothered, and then that's it. Like we stuck in hot and bothered mode. We got to pop like balloons out here.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I'd have to pick the quickie one.
Quickie sex. You want to finish. Jay, what you going to get kissed on your neck or for an hour, and then you want your husband to just leave you like that? You going to be all drippy? Like, come on. Like, you got to.
Nah, honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the quickie because
Right.
I would prefer
Yeah.
that than the foreplay. That's just gonna piss me off,
Thank you.
honestly.
Thank you. We got to finish out here.
Okay.
So what's your question, Lunar?
Sorry about that. I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to something was messed up with my stream, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. So my question is, would you rather be super rich but never again be sexually satisfied, or be super sexually satisfied forever but have $0?
Wow. I'm gonna have to go with super rich and never be sexually satisfied. Like I'll find other ways of
Dang.
gratification or whatever to satisfy myself. I think the money, wherever it's lacking sexually, I will find something to substitute that with my wealth.
That's true though. That's true. You are gonna be able to find something to help you.
Yeah, some type of.
But it's still gonna suck because at the end of the day, we're all human.
I
So
mean,
you're gonna want to.
you right about that, but you like you said, it's some type of substitute out there like that. And then with the technology in the world, plus me being financially, like I'm financially fit, I'm gonna buy something. Something's gonna come around. Something.
Okay. Well, my question for you here is, would you rather swear off sex entirely or only have sex during orgies for the rest of your life? I think we have read that one before.
I think so.
Hold on.
Let me go all the way down to the bottom.
Hold on. Swear off sex entirely or only have sex in orgies?
Mm-hmm.
Orgies.
I
Orgies.
remember we read that one to Elevated and he picked the same answer. He said
What
orgies for sure.
you gonna do? Give up sex completely, or you just gonna have to have sex either in front of people or protected with other people? Like, I mean, it's sex. I'm having sex long. I can't give up sex. I don't think I can give up sex. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pick the same thing. So the next question I have is, would you rather sneeze every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you sneeze?
Yeah, I remember this one. I thought this was like the same question. So it's like sneeze every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you sneeze. I'd rather sneeze every time I orgasm.
Yeah, it has to be that. I feel like because the other way around, you'd be having an orgasm in public and shit.
Like it's crazy, yeah. And you never know, like, well, yeah, no. You can't have that. Like you could be like I think somebody used that as an example one time, like at the doctors or something like that. Like you could have COVID and you sneezing uncontrollably. Like this is an uncontrolled body reaction, and every time you sneeze, it's like like that's crazy.
What about you, Jay?
Child. That is so crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't, I think I would rather sneeze because I feel like I don't sneeze as much as I think no, I'll choose to cough because I don't cough as much as I sneeze. I'll say that. Simply because of that. Okay. So, my question to you here is, would you rather be able to perform oral sex on yourself but never receive it from others, or only be able to receive it from people you don't like?
Oh, listen, I don't gotta like you to get this net. Like, I'm not topping myself. That's totally disgusting. So listen, we ain't gotta get along. Just close your eyes, you know what I mean? Take a deep breath, because it's a deep breath you're gonna have to take.
That's a funny one.
That's true.
The next question that I have is, would you rather have sex on a beach without a towel or blanket, so like in the sand, or under a freezing waterfall?
Um, Either one don't matter. So, um, what I rather sand in my butt.
I think so too. I don't want to be freezing.
Yeah, that's gonna take away
I don't
some.
want to be freezing either, honestly, because I'm not gonna be turned on anymore if I'm freezing cold. You know what I'm saying?
Shivering. You can't get into it while y'all shaking and shivering. Like, nah, that's just not romantic and sexy.
No.
Right. He said in the sand. Period.
You already know, butt prints in the sand.
Okay. So, would you rather have a three-way with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or Thor from what is it, Hidmore or Hidor, whatever it's called? Would
All
you
right,
rather have sex with Captain America or Thor?
neither.
What? What kind of question is? Did you come up with that one, Jay?
That was easy. I hope that
No,
was that
you would think that I did, but I didn't. I didn't.
was that one of those drop your questions in the link or whatever? Because whoever left that,
Oh nah, but we're gonna get to that, and that is I ain't even gonna hold you. That gets really crazy over there, child.
I could imagine, man. My friends is are special. They're very special.
Not their special.
They are special. That's the only word I could come up with right now.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move into the next section. So, since we all know that your channel has to do with, everything Black effing fathers, period, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to be able to collaborate something that has to do with your channel here to see how it works. So, I want to play this clip. And after I play the clip, I want to ask you a question to hear your answer on that, okay? So this clip has to do, the topic of this has to do everything with Diddy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually just ask you the question first, and then I'm gonna show you the clip. And after the clip, you can just go ahead and say your piece, okay?
All right.
So the question is, as a Black father, how do you think hearing everything in court about Diddy in front of his kids will affect their livelihood and their future when dealing with others? So I want to show you this clip here. And then after that, you can tell me what you think.
I'm inside the courtroom and we're getting situated. And then in walks the family. Diddy's mama's in there. The twins came. The middle daughter came. Quincy came. He looked good. King Combs came. Justin was there. And the little baby or the youngest daughter's the newest baby mama or the latest baby mama, the light-skinned chick, she was there. So everybody was gathered in today when Cassie said that. And do they know that Cassie was in there beat down? This one, Diddy was telling her, you got to put on makeup because my son can't see you like that. And here's where it gets really tricky. Child, Diddy has caused Cassie to lose friends. They also asked Cassie, has Cassie seen Diddy be violent with anybody else? Cassie said she's seen him being violent with assistants. There's a guy and employees. There's a guy by the name of Eli. He just howled off and punched Eli in the back of the head. Dragged his assistant Mia because he tried to go through her phone And when she said no, he knocked her out and dragged her out to bed. One of her friends, Vanna, came over. He beat the hell out of Vanna. He beat the hell out of Vanna so bad, after he beat her, he picked her up and held her over the balcony. Held her over the balcony for a minute, then threw Vanna back onto the patio furniture. This was Cassie's friend and makeup artist. Carrie Morgan, Cassie's BFF, that they had been friends for about 17 years. No longer friends with Carrie. They said, well, why are you not friends with Carrie Morgan? Cassie said, well, one day me and Carrie were at the house. We were about to do some drugs, and Diddy walked in and he saw it, and he grabbed a wooden hanger and smacked the shit out of Carrie in the back of the head. And Carrie is white. So Carrie got the hell out of there and said, Cassie, take you and this black and I'll never talk to y'all again. Because they said that Diddy came with the wooden hanger. I guess they was Carrie and Cassie was breaking down the or whatever. Diddy came out the back and saw, and once he saw that, he came and smacked the shit out of Carrie with the wooden hanger. They said he cocked it back and smacked her like that in the back of the head. And Carrie said, to hell with that. I'm out of here. She talked about a time where she was in the kitchen. And it was her, Chef Jordan, and Lauren London. And Diddy came in and said, let me tell y'all why you don't have no man. Just came and told her, I'm going to tell you why you ain't got no man. He said, Cassie. He called Cassie. She walked in. Called Cassie, hey, baby. Shut up. He told her. Cassie walked in. He told her, shut up. He said, sit down. She sat down. He said, stand up. She stood up. He said, look the other way. She looked the other way. He said, look the other way. She looked the other way. He said, go get that. She went and got that. He said, now bring it back to me. Brought it back to her. He said, sit down. She sat down. He said, stand up. She stood up. He said, now get out of my face and walk away. Then she just walked away. And he said, you see that? That's why you bitches ain't got no motherfucking man.
So if your kids is sitting in the courthouse hearing everything, and this was just the PG version, all of us know exactly what happened during the court case with Diddy and everything that he's done when it comes to females and ladies, and he has majority daughters. You know what I'm saying? So what would you like, just to repeat the question, as a Black father, how do you think hearing everything about Diddy in front of his kids will affect their livelihood and their future while dealing with others?
Will affect the kids' livelihoods and them dealing with others. So honestly, that's a good question. But we got to look at the reality of the situation. Their father's rich. So they don't have to go asking anyone for a job. They're pretty much going to always work under their father, whatever umbrella their father creates. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Because Diddy's not losing money from this. All he did was get publicly humiliated. You know what I mean? Like, he lost I'm not going to say he didn't lose money. He did lose money because he lost whatever sponsors and whatever deals that he did have, but he has money he has money. He has companies. He's going to be able to bounce back from this situation. This situation was just, like I said, like a public embarrassment. So I think it affected his kids more to have to deal with their peers, as far as to walk around and everyone's like, your dad's the ringleader of the freak-offs. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's more of a peer mediation, or not mediation, but a peer. They got to deal with their peers more than they would have to deal with the outside world, and any type of financial. They're financially set already. You know what I mean? Like, their dad, they didn't seize, and I think that's what they were trying to do with these cases. Like, they were trying to seize assets or do certain things. they didn't accomplish that. You know what I mean? He got found guilty on 2 out of what, 10 or 12 counts or whatever that the hell they had. So financially, the kids are going to still be cool. Like, they're going to be good. They don't have to worry about that. I think they're already socially awkward before the freak off trial. You know what I mean? Like, because I think those kind of like celebrity kids, that you see it, it's publicized on TV. Like, they live within like a certain inner little circle or whatever, so they only hang out really with other celebrity kids. You know what I mean? Like, and I think his kids are going to be fine. If anything, like I said, financially and any business endeavors, because their dad, at the end of the day, their dad is still Sean Combs. Like, he's just, we just know how much of a freak he is now. Like, that's the only thing.
I feel you on that. How do you feel about it, Lunar?
Yeah, I actually saw that clip before that you played because I've been watching Armand, but I agree with what you're saying. Like, the kids are set for life regardless because of their financial situation, so it is not really comparable to like a regular person.
Right.
But I feel like Jay was coming from the standpoint of like, especially specifically the daughters hearing like about the certain abuse and things in the courtroom. I don't know, I feel like that will have an impact on the way they think about things and see things in the future, but I don't know because like I don't know much about them. I do know, like, I remember Armand said, like, there was parts where the family was, like, would just leave the courtroom, like, when they were speaking about certain things. So I thought that was interesting, but what do
Yeah.
you think about it?
I kind of feel like, regardless of how much money you have, at the end of the day, we're all human. And when we look at the people that we actually, have learned from, like our parents, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain type of regard that most people that actually do have respect for their parents hold their parents to.
Right.
And I can't see my dad in a different light than anything else other than being a strong black man. So if I was to ever have to go to court to, like, represent him, and then I hear all these stories that I've never probably heard before, and I'm just looking at him like, what in the world? Like, that's going to probably imprint me when it comes to dating, different men. And sometimes some people can look at it as, well, my father did that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe those are the type of, like, that's the type of, like, woman, a man is supposed to treat his woman in a way that their kids is going to be like looked upon. They're going to look at that and they're going to want to be treated in that way. If you treat your wife with respect, your daughters are going to want respect from their husbands. You know what I'm saying? The way you treat your girl or whatnot, your daughters are going to expect the same. So if your daughters are hearing that you're like peeing in the girl's mouth and you're beating her and prostituting her and all type of different stuff, like, what type of standard are you leaving for your kids? That it comes off hypocritical in a way. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I wanted to bring the topic to you to see what you're saying, because, as a black father, it doesn't have to do anything with how much money he has, because at the end of the day, all your money means nothing if you're a piece of crap. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say anything like who's right or who's wrong. This simply has to do with the impact that it's going to leave on his kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the question. It didn't really have anything to do with, did he have to do with the impact on his kids. So how do you feel about that, as far as like the daughters still being, they're, most of his daughters aren't really in relationships. It's more so of his sons that are in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So how do you think that's going to be if their daughter was to ever get like slapped one day and then like rethink, well, my dad used to slap chicks all the time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should stick with it. Or if their daughters end up in a situation where they're with a man that's like richer than the situation that they're in, like, do you think that they will have the thought in their head to probably stay because their dad would want a girl to stay with them because of his wealth or whatnot? Like, what do you think?
Right. So, and like, I see what you're saying. Like, will they look at it as that behavior being acceptable because their dad was that dude? Like, he was actually shelling out that behavior. So I totally hear what you're saying, and I don't agree with that. My but my thoughts on that are, like, we were all children, right? We all lived in the house with our parents and everything. So we pretty much were witness to what went down, except for at our parents are different from Puff, like from Sean Combs. So our parents didn't have private islands, mansions to go have these freak off parties. But what I'm alluding to is, as a child, you definitely hear stuff that you shouldn't hear. You know what I'm saying? You definitely overhear certain talk. So it's certain things that I'm pretty sure they were they were knowledgeable about that their dad was doing. You know what I mean? And not saying that they accepted it, they probably did have problems with it. But like to what you were saying earlier about your dad, you can't see your dad in any kind of other light but as a respectable, proud black man. So even though they probably know about what their dad's doing, and they're not signed up to it, they're not agreeing to it, they're still not going to say anything. They're not going to speak negatively about their father. I gotta at least say that too. Like, if I know my father, depending on the situation, like I said, I was saying that earlier in my life. Like, all your business shouldn't be for the public. You know what I mean? Like I was alluding to, like all of these TV shows, like The Real Housewives and all of this Hip Hop Atlanta and all that other stuff. Like your certain personal business is not for everybody. You know what I mean? Not even for a dollar. Like, so I say that to say, like, his business got out there. I'm pretty sure his kids know about some stuff that their dad's doing. You know what I mean? They probably didn't know about the male sperm on the nipples. All of that probably grossed them out. I'm pretty sure his daughters are grossed out, but will they verbally say that? But because of the love of their dad, will they verbally say that? Especially knowing how vulnerable their dad is right now in the state he's in, will they say anything negative, even if that's how they truly feel? Will they verbally say that out loud against their dad because of the love that they have for this man? So that's a slippery slope. You know what I mean? Because like I was saying this earlier also, like what happened to the like so remember I don't know if this was digital AI or whatever. In this world it could have been. But remember that whole little recording about Puffy called his son and said, yo, get rid of the extra pizza boxes and all of this other stuff? Like, for you to call your kid and make it seem like he's getting rid of some evidence on your behalf. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that was a real phone call recording or not, but let's just say it was. That's just showing you that his kids are knowledgeable about whatever shady stuff that he has going on, to where now they're running up and they're trying to clean up behind their dad because they love him. They don't want to see nothing happen to him. So, to your point, the girls could be totally disgusted. Like, you know what I mean? But will they verbally come out and say that, knowing that they love their dad, and anything negative they say that against their dad right now is going to be publicly displayed because of the light that he's in?
I definitely agree with what you're saying, and I understand.
You sound like Anthony's.
You got a super chat.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Anthony.
I definitely feel you.
Coach said these are not normal kids. I definitely agree with that.
Like, and you got to look
Yeah,
at
they're definitely not normal kids for sure.
yeah,
But
they
I
not,
do feel like at the end of the day, everyone does have feelings and everyone is like human and everyone is able to feel hurt, by someone else, especially if you're the one actually in the relationship for real. Because at the end of the day, regardless if your kids is famous or not, if you're going through something that's traumatic like that and you see that your dad has gone through that, it's going to make you think a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Because not everything is exposed to the public. Eventually, it will be. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you do your thing. But
right.
I think it's really crazy to like have them in the courthouse to hear every single thing that you've done. You know what I'm saying? And it's beyond like, child. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, but they're
Mm-hmm.
also there. You got to think about it. They there for the support of their dad. So knowing going
Yeah,
in,
for sure.
yeah, going in there, I'm pretty sure they was warned. Yo, listen, probably by Puff. Like, yo, check this out, Playboys. Y'all about to hear some shit about your Puff daddy that ain't gonna be too copacetic, and y'all just gonna have to take that. And they sitting there every court date, and they gotta take that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very sure that they was prepped for everything, but I don't well, honestly, I feel like they heard everything. I know the prosecute had to have told them and warned them about everything. It just seems even crazier to think, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Cassie probably wasn't letting them know this and that. It was most likely the prosecutor that did. But child, I just think it's crazy because the way that girl was dick down, you know what I'm saying? Like that is wild to me.
That's
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
and like you
Okay.
said, you got daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like you got daughters.
Yeah.
Cassie testimony alone probably had his daughter sick to their stomach. You know what I'm saying? Before they heard about the sperm on the nipples. So like that's why I said this wasn't like all of that Rico public, like they was publicizing Ricos. You know what I'm saying? These is John Gotti's, Nicky Barnes's, like these dudes get Ricos. Like this is Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just wanted to publicly humiliate this dude. Y'all did that. Y'all had his kids front row, front and center, and y'all brought up whatever escorts y'all could find that y'all could get to testify. And now his kids know exactly what type of stuff he's into, which is very humiliating, but it's still not gonna stop him. Puffy is a different kind of dude. Like this is gonna
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna get out. Like what what you was seeking for, what they were seeking for was to shut him down all the way. That didn't happen. So now all you did was create a even big you created a more angrier, hornier monster. Like this dude's coming out with a baby. Remember Super Soakers? He gonna have baby oil and Super Soaker.
Child.
It's about to get slippery out here. Wait till Puff come home, man. Free Puff, man. I'm on it. I don't care what nobody say. Free Puff, because this was crazy. It was just humiliation. Like I said, his kids front row, same thing. This was all for that. Let's see if that makes his family turn on him. I doubt it. I doubt his family turns on him.
Did they announce what the sentence is going to be? Because I know he was like, most of the charges went away, but a couple, like two of them stuck.
Yeah,
Did
I
they?
let coaches following that. I don't even follow the Diddy. I get all my Diddy info from Coach Mean Ream.
I know that he had 5 counts and he was only guilty for the two of them out of the
Mm-hmm.
five.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so coach said the sentencing is in October. I know it's
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
months from now, but I wonder if he's gonna oh yeah, they did say that he doesn't have any bond. So he's
Yeah,
gonna literally probably have to wait until October. That
Mm-hmm.
is crazy.
that's see,
But the only
that's
I
crazy.
guess the only like positive side of that, I suppose, for him would be that he would get time served or whatnot.
Right
But
now,
child,
but really think about that. Any other person that would have been in this situation, a Rico, he beat a Rico, a so-called Rico, and now his only two charges are some type of sex trafficking charges or something like that, right? How can he not bail out off of that? How are you denying?
mm-hmm,
You see what I'm saying? This is
mm-hmm.
you doing this to this dude intentionally. Like we watching this shit, but you can't get him, but you're gonna try to get him as much as you can publicly and humiliate him. And I see what it is. But I'm telling you, all they did was infuriate this dude even more. Like you didn't cripple him, he still got money, so he gonna come out and he gonna I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Bad Boy reunion tour, whenever Puff get out.
Yeah, I think it's so crazy. But yeah, we definitely wanted to be able to hear like what you have to say on that. But do you want to go ahead and move into the next segment, girl?
Yeah, let's get back to kinkiness.
Yeah, sure. So let's get into the anonymous questions that people have left for you. Do you want me to start it off, Jay?
Hold on.
Yeah, you can.
I got another
Mm-hmm.
hat. Coach was like, I shouldn't wear it. She said, clear it with you guys first. Can I put the other hat on?
I
Do
can't even
whatever you
see
want to
it.
do.
Let me hold on. All right. I don't even know if you guys can read that, but
I can read it. I like it.
I love titties and beer. That's cute.
let's go.
Sure, you should have started with that on. Oh, I mean, if you want to, it's always so much better when you do it anonymous, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to, you can put it here. But if
Yeah,
you
put it
don't
in the
want to,
chat.
it's okay.
What's that?
But you honestly, you can still. I think you can still add it if you want to. If you want to go to my page and go to the post and add it real fast, it'll be like the last question probably. But then we'll know that is you. Yeah. Okay. You ready, girl?
Yeah. Okay. So the first question that they have for you is, when getting your dick sucked, do you prefer slow and steady or fast and sloppy?
Slow and steady. It always wins the race.
I feel like it could be slow and
I
sloppy.
think so too.
Yeah, slow and steady.
Yeah. Slow. Yeah. Like mix them slow and sloppy. Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. Okay. So the next anonymous question for you is, what kind of foreplay are you into?
Um, I'm pretty much open to anything to as long as the female is nowhere near my anal area. I don't play no butt games at all. No squid games on my channel.
Okay.
This next question made me laugh when I was reading these earlier. How many times a day do you pleasure yourself?
I don't know. That's a good question. It depends on if I gotta work or if I'm off for the day. Like I may have a whole lot of time on my hands, so who knows? But if I gotta give an average, it's probably about maybe like three to four
On a daily basis?
on a daily basis. Like coach don't be around all the time; she be at work.
I
I
was
got,
not.
yeah, I gotta get through these long days. I'll be here by myself. All kind of stupid ass commercials come on. Might just entice like, entice you to do something to yourself. You never know. Like
Oh my god. I was gonna say, like, it
Okay.
can't be the same thing every day. Like, so that question's kind of, I don't know. I feel like you're
I
not
know, right?
afraid to answer any of these questions, though, which is nice. So,
I'm very. I told Jay no tell.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Okay. Well, the next anonymous question is, if you and Coach were to ever have a threesome, what would the woman have to look like and what would you want to see Coach do to her?
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now where was these questions for coach last week? But it's all
I
good.
know.
I'm here for it. So I'm pretty sure coach probably in the chat right now. And if I leave it up to her, I would have to say it's gonna be somebody like coach. She's gonna have to be like thick. You know what I mean? Like I like my thick. I like my thick milkshakes. I like my milkshakes thick. Um, but yeah, she's gonna be thick, probably about the same statuesque as coach. You know what I mean? I'm not too picky. You either gotta be thick up top. You could be either both. You can have both, which would be great. But it's gonna be one or the other. Like you're gonna accentuate in an area one or the other if you don't have both. And what I really want to see coach do is motorboat, like get some real knockers and just like knock herself out for like a good 30 seconds. Like, if I could get that, I may die a happy man.
Oh my god. I want to know what Coach has to say about this.
I know. I want to know too. Okay.
Okay, the next one is, what is something that instantly turns you on?
The same thing I just mentioned. Either a nice backside or a nice set of knockers.
Okay. The hat gave it away as well.
Thank you, Lord.
I know, right? Where did you get that hat from anyway?
Amazon.
Amazon? That is so funny.
Amazon.
Okay. Well, the next anonymous question is, have you ever gotten your crotch licked before?
Gooch.
The goop.
Gooch? Is
No,
that your ass?
It's like in
that's
between
that's
the.
you know that like that's
Oh, okay.
so. putting Coach on blast. Coach be trying to get to the. She been trying to get to the gooch for the last 14 years. I'm telling her live on Kinky Infusion. It's not happening, Coach. Just give it up. Pack that whole idea all the way up and put it in the closet, under the bed, wherever it's gonna go. It's not happening.
I mean, if you never tried it, it's worth a try, but
I don't know. It's just the.
I feel like it may feel satisfying to a man. Honestly, I think it would feel
Listen,
satisfying to a
I'm gonna be
man.
real. I'm gonna be real. I know some people who have even went all the way as the whole salad tossing. I can't get into the whole me, and I'm 240 pounds. I'm 6'1". I can't get into that position, like that vulnerable position. Like I just can't. Like I can't do that. Not even for the doctor. Like you gotta sedate me. Coach might get it if I'm all the way knocked the fuck out. Like she probably gonna like lick me up and knock me out, and then just start gooching the hell out of me. I'm just wait violated. Like it is what it is.
I feel like
Oh,
a lot of men
I
have
missed
that.
the question.
Oh, you did? Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
see
so
it.
you can ask that one.
Okay. I was just gonna say I think a lot of men feel the way you do, but and it's okay if you don't want to do it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but don't be scared that it's
Yeah,
like emasculating because that's not the case.
I I
right.
I hear you. It's just the big black dude inside of me. He ain't trying to hear you. Like he's not. I hear you. It's just the dude inside of me. Pause. Please pause that last statement. He's just not trying to hear you.
Fair enough. So the next question is, how would you rate your head game?
Oh,
So I guess
like
for females.
how would I rate my head game?
Yeah.
I'm great. Like I'm great. Like I would say, ask coach. Like tell coach put a number from 1 to 10 in it, and tell her to be honest. Cause I got stories. So if she don't be honest, I can tell you.
Well, she was definitely being honest.
All right, there you go. That's my baby.
Okay, well, since you say you're not holding nothing back, what is like what is the thing that you do when you give head that you know is going to like kill it? Like when you on the cliff, like what is your thing that you do that you like, yeah, I'm about to take it there. What would you do?
So it's like it's the you females are sensitive on the clitoris, right? So I get a little too aggressive sometimes. Like I gotta slow down on coach. Like coach gives me and this is what kills me. Like help me with this one. Like if I'm down there, right, and I'm doing a good job, you pulling my head almost through your pelvic, like you suffocating the shit out of me, right? So then I would think you would want me to intensify the feeling, so I start to intensify it, and then it's like, slow down, slow down, hold on. So like I gotta learn the balance, and I think I got it now. To learn the balance, I learned the balance between the aggression and the finesse, and then you get waterworks. Like you know what I mean? Like it's cool. It's pretty cool.
Child. Coach is out here being laid out, child.
Yeah,
She got all the eyes in the chat.
that's why Coach stayed inside.
Okay, I
You
feel
want
that.
you want to do the next
So,
one, Jay?
yeah. So the next question is, are you and Coach interested or have ever been entertained by the idea of having another woman join y'all marriage?
Um, we entertained it like in conversation. We never did it. So and me and Coach, I hope our mothers are not watching because they are subscribed to both of us. But we go on nice vacations, you know what I mean? And we live life on the whatever happens, happens. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, and then sometimes it may be about to go down, and then Coach hit me with the, ah, we ain't doing nothing. Like, it just don't work out. So to this day, it has not worked out, but we have talked about it. We so-called entertained it, but it has not happened yet.
It's different to talk about it versus it actually happening for sure.
Yeah, and then I'm telling you, this whole Diddy shit ain't helping. Like, come on, like, this is not helping. Like, I'll never get a threesome out of my wife. You know, this freak off shit going on. And like, nah, I'm just playing.
You are so funny.
The next question, I feel like you kind of already answered this. They said, what do you watch on, they said corn. But I feel like you kind of answered, you like to watch back shots and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, I like, so hold on. No, let's just be specific, because I'm in porn. Porn has a variety. It's a variety of porn. Like, you have, you have BBW porn. I would never ever look at any kind of kid porn. I would never look at any kind of gay porn, but I look at everything else. Like, trust me, like, and that doesn't mean to turn me on, but I'm definitely interested in it. Like, bestiality, I've definitely seen that. Like, I don't know if you guys ever, yeah, you gotta see it. That shit is
I don't want to see that shit. That's fucked up.
Yeah, listen, it's to see, like, just to see somebody lay there and then you like this. First of all, you didn't even know this animal was holding some shit like this. Like what? Like, they come up with a Great Dane, and a Great Dane got a dick the size of mine, and I'm like, what the hell is going on right here? I didn't even know your shit was like that. And next thing you know, he's having sex with this lady on the bed. So that shit is crazy. Like, bestiality is crazy. You'll see a whole bunch of crazy shit on that. But yeah, I'm in variety. I watch everything except for the two shit that I said I don't watch.
Okay.
Corey said you're going too far with that.
Corey, go watch that donkey sex. You'll be like, holy shit, she just took a whole arm. Like,
Your turn, Jay.
Okay. So the next question that is here for you is, what's your opinion on a poly relationship?
I mean, to each his own. I know a poly couple. They live in successfully, I would assume. Like, and it's all what you see from the outside. So I don't know the inside scope of this situation, but I don't think I want two wives. I would like I said, like, sexual fantasy would be for me to be with my wife and another woman. Like, that's a sexual fantasy, but I don't think I want two wives on the regular. I'm good. Coach is enough.
I feel like that's very like accurate in my opinion too. Like, two partners sounds very annoying. Like, I feel like that would be too much, honestly. What
That's,
about you, Jay? What do you
yeah,
think about that?
that's a lot on you as a person.
It is.
I mean, in the beginning, I kind of feel like I wasn't really too sure. And honestly, I'm still kind of in the midst of not being too sure, but it depends on the guy. I have to definitely say that. It depends on the guy because I feel like the guy will make you feel comfortable, to be in a situation like that. If it's someone that's like a braggy kind of guy, yeah, never. You know what I'm saying? That just be bragging and stuff. Yeah, never. You know what I'm saying? But if it's someone that knows how to balance and knows how to take care of what he got going on, then yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Hold on, switch the roles. Like, I never seen that movie. I can't remember the movie, but it was a movie where the girl had two guys in love with her. So, like, you don't gotta be. It don't gotta be the guy and you're the one or the two wife or the A or B wife. What if you were the main dish and you had two guys? Like, would you be able to would you be able to deal with that situation in that kind of poly relationship?
I think I would like it at
I wouldn't
first,
want to do that.
but then it would get annoying. Like,
That's
I can't imagine like actually dating the two people. I don't know. I feel like that would be too much to handle. But I feel like at first it would be fun.
It will be. Trust me, it's definitely gonna be fun at first, but now you got two different personalities that you got to tend to, like, and cater to. Like, that's a lot. like especially when you dealing with your own like you got to deal with your own self inner stuff. Now you got two other personalities you got to deal with. I'm like, you got to be a special person to sign up for that job.
Yeah, I think so too. But there's also nothing wrong with it for people who like that, and to each their own. But I personally don't think I would like that, especially in terms of like my marriage or whatever. Like I would like it to be monogamous.
I feel you.
The next question, I feel like they're getting a little repetitive. How many times a month do you watch porn?
Uh, so just to answer your question, I'm gonna watch porn probably before I go to bed. So yeah, like that's like I watch porn like almost every day. I want to keep up on my porn.
Now you want to keep up with
Keep
it.
up
That
with
is
it.
so
Or
funny.
yeah, everybody keeping up with the Diddy trial. I'm keeping up with porn. I need to know who out in these porn streets. I don't care about Diddy.
Okay. Let me see. So they said a month. You meant a day? No, he actually already said a day. And didn't you say like I think it was a day? And didn't you say like what 3 or 4 times a day?
Yeah, like 3 to 4.
Yeah, the other question was a day. Now it's like a month.
Now, yeah, a month. So, child, that's a lot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I got a lot of free time. Like if I'm not listening, if I'm not cutting bushes, if I'm not cutting grass, if I'm not rocking around with coach and we not running these streets, you know what I mean? I need time like you got free time on your hand. I got
Okay.
free time on my hands. Trust me, I wash my hands. When I dap y'all gonna be good. Don't worry about it.
You are so crazy. Okay. I believe you. The next question is what's something that sexually satisfy you that you would never tell coach?
Uh,
He's
I don't think
about to tell her right now.
I don't think I
I don't
have.
think he I don't think he has
I don't have
anything.
nothing. Yeah, like coach.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. Coach is way freakier than me. Like that's why I said y'all did not take advantage of that Kinky infusion when y'all had her.
I
So
kind of wish that we would have interviewed
yeah,
you for, well, did you
that
first
was
and then
my
did her.
fault.
That would have been
I should have
yeah.
been doing all kind of bombshells in the link questions and all that. That was my bad. But
Yeah, you should have did that.
yeah. But she I'm like me and coach like
The source said, bro, be honest.
yeah, no, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Like I don't. It's pretty much nothing. Like I said, I don't do none of that other stuff. Like I do not do that ass stuff. So other than that, she know what to do. Like she pretty much know what to do. Like it's if there was anything new, like certain ways to handle the tool, like I would just tell her, like, and then she would do it, or she would learn to do it her way and incorporate it into her little bag of tricks or whatever.
Right,
Not
because
her bag of
why
tricks.
would you not tell your wife? Like that would
Right.
be stupid. You
Yeah.
don't want her to do that for you? Doesn't make
Right. Like
sense.
I need that. Yeah. Like I want the best. You know what I mean? Like sensation. I want the best. Like the way she gets it, I want to get it like the same way. So yeah, we equal in this house. Equal rights when it comes to climax. Climaxing.
I don't know who wrote these questions. Some of them are pretty out there. The next question is, do you dye gray pubic hairs?
Me, no, no.
Does anybody do that?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
people probably do. Like I don't have that many. I'm gonna say like they just started popping up, and they're not like visible. So they're underneath the luggage. Like so, I don't care. They can stay there. Like nobody down there but coach.
I feel like that's very unnecessary
Okay.
if someone's doing all that.
Yeah. And if you noticing the gray hairs down there, something is wrong. You're supposed to be busy doing other shit.
You're so funny. You are so funny. Okay. Well, the next question is, if you had to choose, do you prefer reverse or regular cowgirl?
Ah. So remember when y'all asked Coach, yo, Coach, what's your favorite position? And she hit you with that bullshit answer about a position to win, or what position y'all rather see her, me see her in? And she said a position to win. Like, yeah, y'all gotta be more precise.
Yo.
You gotta be precise. You gotta be like, yo, what position do your husband like to see that ass? And like, you gotta say it like that. Like, so we got this position called the mantis, right? And the mantis is
Wait,
pretty.
wait, wait. Hold on.
See, that's
What
what
did
I'm.
you call it?
The mantis, like praying
Wait.
mantis, like the bug, like mantis, mantis. So
Did
what
y'all
coach?
come up with this name?
Now, I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm kind of creative. Like, got to keep it fun, Jay. You know how I gave you Bonnet J? I named everything. I ain't gonna hold you. That's just my little thing I do. But the mantis is pretty much reverse cowgirl. You know what I mean? But I got her locked. Like the way I got her locked, she can't go anywhere. So I'm pretty much in control of all that ass that y'all be seeing on Coach Lives and in my videos that I be showing and all that other shit.
What do you mean you have her like are you like holding her a certain way or something? Like
So you
describe
got
more.
how reverse cowgirl is or whatever. So like, but her legs are like locked. Like I got her locked. Like I pretty much got her locked. So she can't do anything but pretty much with her like ride. Like all she can do is ride. And with me, like I can pretty much control the speed, the thrusting and all that. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm back in the back just DJing, slapping, cutting and not cutting and scratching. Like that's what I'm doing.
Well, I'm glad we
We
got that
have.
question answered finally.
I know, because we were supposed to get it answered by Coach,
But
but she wanted to say a position to win. She knew what was coming. What, the praying mantis? What? I ain't never heard of that before. That is so funny.
she in the chat like, damn, babe.
I feel
Okay.
like someone wanted to get you in trouble with this next question. They said, "Do you find any of the Are You Locked In ladies attractive?"
Of course. That's not gonna get me in trouble. Like, listen, y'all beautiful. Like, and as you that's just the fact. Like, y'all got fans. Just like I tell Coach, I don't even want to go crazy on here. Like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go crazy. But I'm
I
gonna
mean, you did say that you was pretty much gonna be,
yeah, I'm gonna
not
keep
holding back.
yeah, went back. So like, I tell Coach, I'm like, yo, I know you got fans. Like, yo, babe, keep it 100. Like your whole platform is about positivity. You are trying to you doing health fitness for plus size women. All of this stuff is positivity for females. Look how many male subscribers you got. Ain't nobody out there doing no fucking squats. None of these dudes is doing squats, push-ups. They not doing booty ups. They not joining your class. They there to see Coach because you're a beautiful woman, and I don't. That doesn't bother me. Like you was beautiful before I got you, so it is what it is. You mine, man, and a boo boo. Y'all can't touch it. Like that's what it is.
My husband says the same thing about my channel. You know what I'm saying? He says to try to incorporate things that will be, fitting for the guys too, to actually make it interesting for both men and women to watch. So I feel you on that.
Listen, I know what I got, and like I got a video up right now of my granddaughter's graduation. I say the golden child graduates. The first shot is Coach Ass walking into the place. You know what I mean? Because that was a nice shot. Like I got it. Like listen, I saw a photogenic opportunity and I took it.
I love that.
Okay. The next question here is, if you and Coach, oh, this person was probably trying to be funny. I don't know what they were trying to do. If you and Coach divorced, how long would it take you to get remarried?
I don't know if I would get remarried. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love my marriage the way it is right now. I can't see remarrying somebody. I probably would date again. Like, I'm human, but I don't think I would remarry. I doubt it. I don't think that would happen. Coach is my only wife. Like, I'm not marrying nobody else after this. If God forbid we ever.
Oh,
So
That's cute.
I love that.
So there's one more question. The final question is, before knowing a woman, what's the first thing that attracts you to her?
it's gonna be that physical beauty, or should I say that physical booty? Like, I'm telling you, like, we all are shallow, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, the physical is definitely before I speak to her. Like, all right, perfect example. This is the last question, right? Y'all want to hear a quick summary of how me and Coach met? All right.
Yeah.
Coach used to be a club promoter, right? She didn't tell you about her backsliding days when she was in the club promoting and trying to get people to get out there and shake their ass. But she was a club promoter for, like, a BBWs, like a big girl club promoter or whatever. She is in the club and she's a little intoxicated. I'm gonna give her a little because it's, you know what I mean, we on YouTube. She was a little intoxicated, right? And she just so happened to be talking to one of my friends. Me being the good wingman that I am, I see him talking to her. I slide by. I see they looking comfortable. I take Coach's shoe. She has her foot propped up on one of these pillow or whatever situation. I take her shoe, that way she wouldn't go anywhere. I maybe walk off for like 30 seconds, come back, I put the shoe down, my boy's still talking to her. At this time, I haven't been out because I tore my Achilles. So my friends and my brothers made me go out to the club. I'm got a cane and all that. I'm the dude in the club with a cane. Who does that? So I'm in the club with a cane. I take her shoe. I'm trying to be a good wingman, hoping he secures the deal. I want to say 30 seconds later, I get a drunk coach come sitting next to me saying, "What's your name?" And I said, "Wasn't you just over there talking to my man?" And she was like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk to him no more. I want to talk to you." So I'm like, "This girl is drunk." She goes, "What's your name?" I said, "LB." She said, "LB, what's your mother name you?" I know your mother didn't name you.
That sounds just
That's,
like her.
this is what she hit me. This is drunk coach kicking it to me. This is how she bags guys in the club. What's your mother called you? What's your mother named you? What's on your birth certificate? So I'm like, all right. I tell her my real name and I give her my whole government name like a dumbass. And she Facebook searches me and friend requests me right on the spot. Like, so I look and my phone goes off with the alert. I'm like, your name is Shireen? She's like, yeah. She was like, you're mine now. I swear to God. So now her friends come in to try to be a good wing woman, a good friend. And she's like, yeah, she's like, Nature, this is Al. Al, whatever your name is, buy my friend a drink. And I swear to God, I was not buying this drink. Like, I was not buying this drink. Here comes my boy being a good wingman. He buys the drink. And that's all because we're all just good wingmen. We always want to see the other one succeed. So that's why he was in my wedding. Both of them. Both of them. So yeah, that's how Coach got me with her drunk proposal of what did your mother name you?
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Do you mind? Your birthday had just passed. What's your sign again? I forgot.
A Gemini. They be trying to hate on the Gemini sign.
Oh
That's,
yeah. You're a
yeah.
Gemini. That's right. Okay.
How long
Okay.
after that did you
I
guys
don't
get
like how that
together?
was just, yeah, you're a Gemini. That's right. You was about to hit me with the period, child. You was about to hit me with one of those.
She said I wasn't even drunk.
Don't listen. This is my story. Coach was completely drunk. Completely.
How long after that
That
did
is
it
too
take for you
funny.
guys to get together?
So y'all gonna find this all romantic and cute and all of that. So like the very next day, right? She calls me, and it's like football season. I forgot what season it was, but me and my guys, we always hang out. I spend the night at one of their houses because I live in a different city than them. I'm in New Jersey, they're in New York. So I'll stay at somebody. We'll all stay at somebody's house, and we'll all watch the games together. Games start like 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, right? She calls me like around 12, and she's asking me all these questions. We're having like a real solid conversation. I want to say I don't think Coach thought I was dumb, but I don't think she expected the conversation I gave her, right? So she'll tell you I won her over with the word curriculum. And I swear to God, like, that's a simple word. Look how look how Luna laughed. Like, curriculum? You sealed the deal with curriculum? Yeah. So and all we were doing was talking about my kids. And I'm talking about how I forgot what I even said, but I used the word curriculum when I was talking about the education, this and that and other. She was like, yo, like, I really like how you sound, and we need to get up and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And like, I mean, like, that's what happened.
I love that. I love when
Okay.
like it's like you meet somebody and you kind of get with them right away, and it's been like that ever since. I feel like those are the best stories. I feel like all three of us kind of had that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was it. Like I said, Coach backsliding day. She was outside. Like, now she be telling you
You
I was
cracking
outside.
me up saying her
Yeah.
backsliding days. Like, child.
He was a promoter, like, know what I mean? Ask Coach how she used to, all these different dudes had her number because, you got to call her to get the tickets and all that. So she leaving all, like, one day we sitting at a barbecue. We almost broke up behind this, right? I see about 5 different text messages. And this is just me. I never looked at her phone again. You can ask her to this day. Like, when you be nosy, you find shit you don't want to see. And it was pretty much harmless, but still, it pissed me off. Like, so now she's a promoter, and she's dealing with all these different dudes who are buying tickets to come to these different venues, right? So, of course, she's hitting them with the, hey, this is like Jay. Hey, love. What's going on, love? Hey, handsome, blah, 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 blah. So now when I'm reading this, what the hell you calling handsome? What the fuck you calling love? Like, that's where I'm at with it. And we're at a whole barbecue. I'm at a barbecue with her and her family. I was pissed. I got up and left. Like, I got up and left. I was in Queens. And I had to go all the way back to Jersey. I was pissed. Like, pissed. And she explained it, and I had to maturely understand. And then a text like that never came across her phone again. So I was like, it is what it is.
That is so crazy, especially for it to happen at a barbecue.
Right.
Right.
I
At her
hate
family.
like arguing in front of other people. Like with me and my partner, I would never want to do that because I don't know how it can go. And I don't like, I'm very like, as much as I'm like on YouTube or whatever, when it comes to my relationship, I'm really, really like private when it comes to like
Right.
me and him talking about certain things that I feel like can be dramatic to our relationship for real. Other than
Mhm.
that, you know, it's cool. I ain't tripping too much.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah.
And I was at
Mm-hmm.
I was at her family barbecue, so I wasn't trying to get jumped. I quietly just kept my feelings to myself, got up and left, and hit her with a text on the way to the train station, like, no, you pissed me the fuck off, man. I saw that fat motherfucker, like, I was just going crazy. I was losing it. But I was back in my backsliding days, you know what I mean? So now I'm mature, BFFing out here in these streets.
Sorry, y'all.
Okay, you want to get into the story, Jay?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yeah, so every week we read a story from Reddit, basically an anonymous story on the subreddit Am I the Asshole? So it's basically them just telling a story about something that happened and asking for feedback. So this one is called Am I the asshole for digging in my heels about sex in a prenup? So let me explain the story. This is written by a female. Both her and her fiance are 34 years old, and he had a terrible marriage before her that ended in a dead bedroom, and he's determined to never go back to that life again. She understands this, and she thinks that sucked for him to experience. So now he wants to have a prenup with her and write in the prenup that they will have sex X amount of times a week, or she gets nothing in the case of a divorce. She says that she had already agreed to a 50-50 prenup of marital assets and to keep what they came into the marriage with. But that's not enough for him. He wants her to prove that she won't stop having sex with him in the future. She says she can't prove the future, and putting something in writing doesn't prove that. So he says that she must have a guilty conscience if she won't sign these terms, because if she's so certain that it won't happen, then what's the problem? So what do you think of this story? I don't think that you can legally put that in the prenup, but
Oh, no. And then why would you like? So let's just say it does fade to where like the sex isn't the same as it was in the beginning. Why are you trying to contractually make somebody have sex with you? Like, no, like he's the asshole.
yeah, for sure. If
Yeah,
that's a real story, that's crazy.
yeah, he's the asshole. Any type of contractual sex situation is fucking creepy. Like,
That's just wild. Everybody on the thread was basically saying the same thing as you. People were like, "What the hell?"
yeah, that's nuts.
Right. Allison is rolling her eyes, child.
I feel like you
Hey,
couldn't
Tiff.
actually. I feel like you couldn't actually do that though. Is that like, can you put something like that in there? I feel like the
Right.
lawyers would be like that. No, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, because isn't that almost like a prostitution clause?
Yeah.
Like, you got to give me this amount of sex for money. Like, that doesn't sound legal.
Tiff said, "What if he stops having sex with her?"
Mm-hmm.
And that's like Damo said. Why you want to force somebody to have sex with you? Like, that's crazy. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's wild to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
After that, you listen. You taking it like you're not even like it's not even sex anymore. Like you're a graper.
Not a
Basically, yeah.
graper, but yeah, technically, true.
You like grapes. We don't do the grapes on here.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Well, we are going to get into some of the best part. Well, one of the best parts, I should say, for sure. Guess the inches. Are you ready for this?
Not at all.
He said not at all. Okay. Well, I have two items for you, and I would love for you to guess the inches. And I hope that everyone here is able to participate, or the ones that do want to participate. You know what I'm saying? I know we have my girl Tiff in the building, Bestie Esty, Coach is in the building. All Star may still be in the building. Allison is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like
I gotta like
there's
look up
9 people in the
close.
building, so everyone else is in the background. Okay. So the first item that I have, you know what, just in case, real quick, child. Let me measure it to make sure. Give me one quick sec.
I hope y'all got some round items under that table.
Okay. So the first item is this.
What is that? A ruler? A stick?
It's a stick. Wait, he gotta guess the inches. Yes, Allison, he has to guess the
That's
inches.
great. You see what I'm? Look what are they trying to do to me? Can I? So what's that show? Can I incorporate help from the audience? Like, like now you
Can
can
I say my guess?
Yeah,
can
you can
call
say
in.
you guys. You can, yeah, you can ask the audience what they think.
Go ahead,
I'm
audience.
gonna say
Go
I'm gonna say like 24 or something, like 2 feet. I don't
go
know.
But
crazy.
you have to also guess.
I
Dang,
gotta
Tiff
also
said
get.
24. What you say, Lunar?
24.
Wow, okay.
I agree. I guess I agree with Luna.
You do? You picked
I,
24?
that's
Okay, the next one he has to guess first, though.
Luna. You are smart.
I always try to picture like what like a foot would look like, and I feel like that looks like 2 feet. That's why I said 24. But I'm always
Wow.
wrong, so
Let me measure this one more time, child, because what? That is crazy.
Yeah,
Well, you're almost wrong. Ain't wrong this time. This is exactly 24 inches.
mm,
yay.
yay. Good
That's
guess.
crazy. I'm surprised you got that right on the penny. You and Tiff. Tiff, you're a good guesser, girl. What you be doing walking around with a ruler? Dang.
Oh, I got it right too. Don't forget about me. I agree with you.
Child. Yes, girl. Tiff and Luna doing a big one. He over there talking about, yeah. She said, wow. I know, right? Okay. Well, the next thing that I have for you here is, let me just make sure real quick. Okay.
What in the world?
I have my guess, but I
Oh,
want you to say it
uh,
first.
8 inches. It's a toothbrush, right?
It's a edge, it's a hairbrush, like a for your edges.
Oh, it's like an edge. Probably
You say it's a toothbrush, right?
like eight. I guess 8 inches. What you think, Lou?
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.
All right.
What y'all think in the chat? Coach said 7 inches. Hey, Britt. How you doing, love? Guess the inches, Britt. How long do you think this is? Are you good at looking and telling? Tiff said 5.
Can I give all my answers like this just so I can feel better? Like, I just want to do this.
You are so funny, child.
Hey, Britt. I'm like just looking at the chat now. I haven't been looking at it this whole time. It's like way too tiny on my phone screen, so I'll just be looking
Yeah.
at my laptop.
That is so crazy.
She said 6.
What's up, Brett? That's the only other BFF. I keep saying that. That's the only other BFF I'm allowing on
Okay.
Brett Family Fun.
So what was your answer, Lunar?
7.
And what was your answer, BFF?
I was like 7, 8. I was like 8. I think I said 8.
You going with 8?
Yeah, I hope I'm
Or
wrong.
you going with 7?
I'm gonna go with 8, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm always wrong.
Okay. Well, if your guess was 8, you are wrong. The answer is 7. Ding 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 ding. If
Wow,
you
I
said
can't believe
7, you was right.
I got 2 right tonight. I think that's the first time ever.
Coach says 7 also. I know. I can't believe you got that first one right. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, what? I was like, dang, right on the money. Wow. Mr. Cream always be getting it right.
I know.
I'd be like, dang, girl, you really walk around with the ruler. Yeah, but this was definitely really, really fun. And I had a really, really good time with you guys tonight. BFF, thank you so much for coming in and
Oh,
showing
yeah.
out and answering and participating because it was fun.
Thank you so much for having me. Y'all ladies are great. I hope we were entertaining to everybody. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all continue to check out Kinky Infusions.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Aw,
I'm
Bestie
glad that
Esty, you're amazing. Thank you, love.
these super chats are
Yeah.
awesome. I'm
Yeah,
glad that you
Yes,
were
it
willing to
is.
answer all the questions and you weren't ashamed of anything. I don't think
Right.
we
You
can
know what I'm
strike anybody
saying?
out, Jay.
Yeah, we haven't struck anybody out yet. I
No.
don't I don't I don't know. I
Have
don't
to think
know.
of
We
something different.
we gonna see. We gonna see. I know exactly who I want to have on the show next week, and I think it's gonna be so amazing. But I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm gonna tell you later on though tonight.
Okay.
But yes, y'all. So thank y'all so much. Did you have anything you want to say else, girly?
No, that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here with us, and I can't wait to see you next weekend.
Yes. Thank you, BFF. You are amazing. You guys have an amazing night. I appreciate y'all so much for being in here. This was an amazing time. Thank you, Britt. Because, yes, we had a really great. Who's super chat? Oh, what? Girl,
Let's go, Steph.
Tiffy's showing out.
Let's go.
Wow.
I'm saying Tiffy showing out, child. Like, what? Day one, A1 for real, for real. I appreciate you so much, sis. You are so lit. So lit. OMG. But yes, you guys, we're about to get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for coming by and just like chilling with us. You know what I'm saying? We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. And yeah, we did a big one. Period. Y'all have a great night.